You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, we're going to be talking about Shaquille O'Neal, the NBA Basketball Hall of Famer, four-time NBA champion, one of the greatest players of all time. He is now weighed in on the Ime Udoka situation, the scandal that's actually going on. As you guys know, Udoka is suspended for the entire season, and he actually may end up losing his job. We'll actually have to see what actually happens on that. Now, a lot of players in the NBA, they have been silent. Nobody's really talking about this from a player standpoint. Ime Udoka, former player, now a coach. He's in a lot of hot water. Now, LeBron James, Chris Paul, Draymond Green, when the Robert Sarver ruling came down, they were pretty vocal on that, but they have remained silent on this. And that's probably a reason why they have remained silent. It's probably because, these guys, and I'm not saying that it's true, maybe these guys aren't really faithful themselves. So now enter Shaquille O'Neal, who played, I believe, 18, 19 years in the NBA. This is what he had to say. I did what Ime Udoka did too. Shaquille O'Neal, candid take on Celtics head coach cheating on Nia Long with travel planner. Now, I believe there's a bit difference here, folks. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know about Ime Udoka as to why he's actually suspended the whole season. They're planning on revisiting it, and he may get fired again. I believe there's something a whole lot deeper. On Sports Wars this morning, we actually listened to Brad Stevens' response, and there definitely seems to be a whole lot more to this. You guys have already seen Matt Barnes walk back on his support of Ime Udoka as well. But in this case, Shaquille O'Neal doesn't even want to condemn him. Now, he actually mentioned this on his podcast, if I'm not mistaken. This is what he said. Shaquille O'Neal said this, quote, "I'm going to step down from this conversation. I was a serial cheater. It would be crazy and blasphemous for me to get up here and say, boom, boom, bam, I can't do that. I know these guys personally. I know they're going through a lot because I went through a lot." Shaq went on to speak about how his infidelity affected his family and his children. O'Neal's tone is filled with great regret, and his empathy for Ime under these circumstances is felt. Quote, "I'm never the guy that's going to get up here because of my platform and fake it. I did it. I was the best at it, and I'm not proud of it at all. I lost my family doing it. I lost valuable, important years of my children from doing it. I'm not that guy. I'm real with the situation." So that is what Shaquille O'Neal is saying. He says, "I'm not going to cast any stones because I cheated too." But Shaq, we don't know all the details, like I said, but were you actually sleeping with somebody in the organization? I mean, you were with the Lakers, you were with the Celtics also at the end of your career. You were with the Cavaliers. And folks, I'm willing to bet there is a whole bunch of NBA players that cheat on their women. I'm willing to bet that. Now, I don't know if it was to the scale of what Ime Udoka was doing. I mean, this seems to be very, very big. If an NBA player, cheats on his wife or whatever with somebody out in town, probably not a big deal. He's not going to get in trouble. It won't make the news or anything like that. But we know NBA players sleep around. Now, I was in the military, guys. When those ships go out on 6-month deployments, there's a bunch of married men that cheat on their women overseas. I'm just being real about that. But there's something different here when it comes to Ime Udoka. Now, does Shaq actually know all the details of this? I'm not really sure. I'm really not. But he talks about losing his family and things like that. Now, Nia Long, I don't know what she's going to do. I mean, this is all just fresh right here. She found out like a day before we all did. But allegedly, she actually knows the person in the organization. And there's people out there that know a whole lot of details. Maybe Shaq knows something extra too. I believe it's probably multiple women. It wouldn't surprise me. NBA players, this is what they do. I'm not saying it's a good thing or not, but NBA players, they go from city to city and they sleep around. Look at Magic Johnson. He was sleeping around with a whole bunch of women, and then he got caught up with HIV in 1991. I mean, he was with Cookie. He wasn't married to Cookie at the time, but hey, he was sleeping around. Kobe, when he was alive, God rest his soul, he was cheating on his wife. This is nothing new to the players here. But I believe what Ime Udoka did probably was on a whole nother level. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.